The steppe is endless and silent, hiding its cruelty under a mask of white gold. Arthur stops. He has survived 70 winters by listening to the wind. If you're enjoying this journey, subscribe to Extreme Earth. The sky changes color, bruising like damaged skin. The sun is retreating in fear. The animals break rank. They feel the pressure drop long before the first snowflake falls. The wind arrives not as a breeze, but as a physical blow, testing their balance.
It comes from above, but our destiny lies here on the earth. We must continue.
Yes.
Turning the caravan is like turning a ship. Momentum fights against the sudden command. Martha offers a silent prayer. She knows the cold takes the weak first. The giants kneel, surrendering their burden before the sky collapses upon them. One flake is a messenger, 1,000,000 are an army. The siege has begun. The earth is an enemy. It refuses to yield even an inch of shelter. Where the earth is stone, only brute force can carve a hold for survival. They lay a thin skin of wool to separate the living from the frozen dead. The skeleton of the house rises, a fragile cage against the coming fury. The wind wants to break them, but human muscle holds the sky in place. The wind refuses to accept their shelter, whipping the canvas like a living, angry creature. They must weigh down the walls, or the storm will peel their home away. The world vanishes. Standing 10 feet apart is like being on different planets. One final knot seals the door. The fortress is closed against the night. Subscribe to Extreme Earth. The walls are up, but the battle for heat has just begun. They step from the white chaos into the black, freezing silence of the tent. The walls stop the wind, but the cold is a ghost that walked in with them. A single spark is the difference between seeing the morning or sleeping forever. The iron heart beats. Heat begins to push the freezing ghost back into the night. As the ice melts, the blood returns to their limbs. They have won the first hour. Survival is not solitary. They knit their bodies together to keep the cold at bay. The storm screams in rage, hammering the walls, demanding entry into their sanctuary. Arthur trusts the wood, but he watches the knots. A single slip means ruin.
Shh, easy now. It was just a dream. You are safe here.
Martha offers the first milk to the spirits, begging the angry sky for mercy. The herd has gone silent. Either they are sleeping or they are already freezing. Comfort is a trap. A shepherd cannot sit warm while his flock turns to ice. He layers his armor. A single gap in the wool lets the frostbite in. The whiteout steals direction. This rope is the umbilical cord keeping him attached to life. Stepping out is not walking. It is drowning in a sea of frozen needles. He is blind in the white chaos. Only the rope connects him to the living. A mountain rises from the mist, not rock, but a fortress of frozen wool. The giants become stone walls, breaking the wind's back to save the weak. Under the armor of ice, the blood still flows. The heart of the herd beats. Arthur hauls the line. He is fishing his son out of a frozen sea. The door breaches. The storm tries to follow him in, but is slammed shut. He sheds his frozen skin. The ice cracks and falls like broken glass. No words are needed. A single nod tells them their future is still alive. Now the adrenaline fades, leaving only the slow, heavy ticking of the night. The beast is hungry again. As the fire sleeps, the frost wakes up. Fuel is time, and their time is running out before the sun returns. The cold is patient. It finds the smallest crack to insert its knife. To buy heat, they must burn what they carry. A crate is worth an hour of life. Sleep is a luxury for the young. The elder must bargain with the flames till dawn. The storm has exhausted its rage. The beast finally lies down to sleep. Silence is startling. When the wind stops, the world feels dangerously empty. Light returns, cutting the gloom, bringing the promise that the night is over. Nature tried to bury them, but the tip of their home still pierces the sky. They are living statues, built to sleep under the ice and wake with the sun. The storm took nothing but their energy.
That makes 585.
More than last winter.
The home was temporary. The walls are folded, leaving them exposed to the sky. The beast accepts its burden again. The weight of survival rests on its spine. The storm erased the world. Arthur must carve a new memory into the white earth. The snow tries to hold them back, grabbing at their ankles with every step. The horizon waits for no one. The migration continues until the grass is found. The river is no longer water. It is a treacherous bridge of cold glass. He listens to the ice. A hollow sound means death waits. Beneath their feet, on this ice, a broken leg means death. The mountain demands one last test. Gravity pulls at their legs like a heavy chain. 75 winters hang heavy on his shoulders. The will is strong, but the body is iron and rust. He does not climb alone. The strength of the son carries the legacy of the father. The climb breaks the body, but the view at the top heals the spirit. Winter loosens its grip. The promise of grass calls them home at last. Gravity becomes a friend. They descend from the white peaks into the living earth. It is not green, But to a starving herd, this dry brown grass is pure gold. Here the wind is broken. They build not just for a night, but for the winter. Arthur rests his staff. He sees the strength of the mountains living on in his son. The journey ends, but survival continues. Subscribe to Extreme Earth for the next journey.